Could a humble 2022p Roosevelt dime be hiding a secret that makes it worth millions of dollars? You're about to find out. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts, to another episode of Rare Coin Treasures, where we uncover the fascinating history and shocking values of everyday coins. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of U.S. currency since its introduction in 1946, designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a champion of the March of Dimes campaign to combat polio. But what makes the 2022p mint mark version of this coin so special? Let's start with the basics. The 2022 Roosevelt dime was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the P mint mark on the obverse side, just above the date. Its design remains timeless. Roosevelt's profile on the front, and a torch flanked by olive and oak branches on the reverse, a symbol of liberty, peace, and strength. Over 1 billion of these dimes were minted in Philadelphia in 2022, making it a common coin, or so it seems. But what collectors and experts know is that rare variations, minting errors, or unique grading conditions can catapult the value of such coins into the stratosphere. A rare error where the design appears doubled due to a mistake during the minting process, where the coin's design is misaligned, occurring when a defective metal blank is used for minting. Then there's the importance of condition. A flawless, uncirculated 2022p Roosevelt dime with an MS-70 grade, the highest possible, could fetch thousands or even millions depending on demand and rarity. Why? Because the coin's pristine state makes it a true gem for collectors. And here's where it gets really exciting. Coins with rare errors or perfect grades can break records at auctions. Imagine discovering a 2022p dime with an ultra-rare error or one certified as the absolute best of its kind. That's the kind of find that could make history and your bank account explode. So, how can you cash in on this potential goldmine? Start by inspecting your 2022p dimes carefully. Look for any signs of errors, and consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for evaluation. Who knows? You could be holding $1 million treasure. The 2022p Roosevelt dime may seem ordinary, but its potential for extraordinary value is undeniable. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Start checking your change, and you might just uncover the coin of a lifetime. We're diving into the fascinating history and extraordinary value of the 1984p mint mark Roosevelt dime. Could one of these hidden gems be sitting in your collection right now? Let's find out. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, designed to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. This coin not only celebrates his legacy, but also symbolizes the fight against polio, a cause close to Roosevelt's heart. But the 1984p dime? It's a whole different story. A coin that's become the stuff of legends among collectors. So, what makes the 1984p Roosevelt dime so special? First, let's talk about the mint mark. The P indicates it was minted in Philadelphia, one of the U.S. Mint's primary facilities. But this dime's true allure lies in its rare errors and unique characteristics. In some rare cases, the 1984p dimes feature minting errors that can skyrocket their value. Examples include double die obverse, where the text or design appears doubled, and off-center strikes, which happen when the coin isn't properly aligned during the minting process. These errors make the coin incredibly unique and highly desirable. Now, let's talk numbers. While a standard 1984p dime in circulated condition might only be worth its face value, a rare error coin can fetch thousands or even millions of dollars at auction. In fact, one of the most famous error dimes sold for over $1.5 million. Can you imagine finding that in your pocket change? So, how can you tell if your 1984p dime is one of these rare treasures? Start by carefully examining the coin under magnification. Look for any signs of doubling on the text or Roosevelt's portrait, as well as any unusual marks or misalignments. Pay close attention to the edges. 2. A smooth or reeded edge error can add significant value. If you think you've found something special, don't hesitate to get it professionally graded. Organizations like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, giving it an official value. The 1984p Roosevelt dime proves that treasure can be hiding in plain sight. So go ahead, check your coin jars, wallets, and collections. Who knows? You might just discover a piece of history worth millions. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin treasure hunts, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 2017 Roosevelt dime. Stick around because you won't want to miss the surprising details about its history, rarity, and what makes it so valuable. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a champion for the fight against polio and the founder of the March of Dimes charity. Fast forward to 2017, and the Denver Mint continued this legacy by producing millions of Roosevelt dimes. But here's the twist. Most of these dimes are regular coins, except for a few rare exceptions that are now making headlines. So, what makes the 2017 Roosevelt dime stand out? It's all about errors and unique features. Rare examples of this coin have been discovered with misprints, double dies, and other striking anomalies that collectors dream about. These errors often happen during the minting process when the dies or stamping tools malfunction, leaving behind unique imperfections. And as we all know in the coin world, rarity equals value. Here's where it gets exciting. A handful of 2017 Roosevelt dimes with rare errors have sold at auction for jaw-dropping amounts, some even breaking the $1 million mark. Why? Because serious collectors are always on the lookout for one-of-a-kind coins to complete their collections. If you happen to find one of these error coins, you might just hit the jackpot. Wondering if your 2017 Roosevelt dime could be the next $1 million discovery? Here's what to look for. Check for the D Mint mark, indicating it was made at the Denver Mint. Examine the coin under a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for errors like doubling on letters or numbers, missing details, or an off-center strike. Coins graded as MS-68 or higher are worth significantly more. And don't forget, if you suspect you have a valuable coin, send it to a professional grading service for certification. This can drastically increase its auction value. Who would have thought that a small, everyday coin could hold such massive potential? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, always check your change. You never know when you might stumble upon $1 million masterpiece. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more incredible coin stories. Let us know in the comments if you've found any interesting coins recently. We're diving into a true mystery of modern coinage, the 2000p Mint mark Roosevelt dime. Could this seemingly ordinary dime in your pocket actually be worth millions? Stick around, and let's uncover the history, secrets, and surprising value of this coin. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a pivotal role in founding the March of Dimes. Since its debut, the dime has been minted in various facilities across the United States, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. In the year 2000, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes, but one batch would go down in history as potentially worth a fortune. That brings us to our main topic. What makes the 2000p Roosevelt dime so special? Now, at first glance, the 2000p Roosevelt dime might look like any other dime from your change jar. But here's the kicker. Certain dimes from this year and mint have distinct features or errors that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Let's break it down. Minting errors. Some 2000p dimes were struck with misaligned dies, double strikes, or missing elements like the P Mint mark itself. These errors can make a coin rare and highly sought after. Coins graded as MS-68 or higher, that's mint state, near perfect condition, are exceptionally rare and can fetch staggering prices at auctions. Some collectors have reported off-metal strikes or transitional planchets from this year. While extremely rare, these anomalies drive the value into the stratosphere. So, how much could a 2000p Roosevelt dime be worth? Let's talk numbers. While most 2000p dimes are only worth their face value of 10 cents, a rare error coin or one in flawless condition can command an unbelievable premium. These can range from $50 to $500, depending on the error type and coin condition. High-grade coins, MS-68 or higher, have sold for upwards of $2,000 at auctions. If you're lucky enough to find an off-metal strike or transitional planchet error, you could be looking at tens of thousands or even millions of dollars. Imagine turning a dime into a life-changing payday. But how do you know if your 2000p dime is valuable? Let's find out. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to look for errors like doubling, missing features, or off-center strikes, i.e. your coin scratched or worn. If it's in near-perfect condition with a sharp strike, you might have a winner. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, significantly increasing its value. Research recent sales. Check auction sites and collector forums to see what similar coins have sold for. So, there you have it, the incredible story and potential value of the 2000p Roosevelt dime. If you've got one sitting in your piggy bank, it might just be worth more than you ever imagined. Remember, the key to uncovering treasure is careful examination, professional grading, and a little bit of luck. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to $10 Coins, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on exciting coin discoveries. And don't forget to share your own finds in the comments below. Who knows? You might just inspire the next big treasure hunter. We're diving into the fascinating world of Roosevelt dimes and uncovering the hidden secrets of the 2005p mint mark Roosevelt dime. Believe it or not, some of these tiny coins are worth a fortune. We're talking millions of dollars. So, grab your coin collection, and let's find out if you might be holding one of these rare treasures in your pocket right now. First, let's talk about the history of the Roosevelt dime. Introduced in 1946, this coin honors Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. FDR was a strong advocate for the March of Dimes, which worked to combat polio, a disease he battled personally. That's why the dime was chosen to commemorate his legacy. Fast forward to 2005, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes, including those struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark. But what makes the 2005p dime so special? Let's find out. Not every 2005p Roosevelt dime is worth millions. So what sets the valuable ones apart? Rare errors and unique characteristics are the key here. Let's break it. Coins with errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks can fetch massive premiums. For example, a dime with an extreme off-center strike could be worth hundreds, if not thousands, depending on its condition. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as MS68 or higher, mint state 68 or above, are incredibly rare. In fact, only a handful of 2005p dimes have ever achieved this grade, making them highly sought after by collectors. Unique varieties. Some dimes have rare planchet errors, such as being struck on foreign or experimental blanks. These coins are often one-of-a-kind and can reach astronomical prices at auction. So, how much could a 2005p Roosevelt dime actually be worth? While most are only worth their face value of 10 cents, rare examples with errors or perfect grades have sold for mind-blowing amounts at auction. In one case, a high-grade Roosevelt dime sold for over $1.5 million because it was a unique minting error combined with its pristine condition. These sales prove that even small coins can make a big impact in the world of numismatics. Make sure your coin has the P Mint mark located on the obverse, front, of the coin, right near Roosevelt's neck. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for doubling on the lettering, numbers, or design elements. Look for off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual features. Grade your coin. If your dime looks flawless with no scratches or wear, consider sending it to a professional grading service. A high-grade certification can significantly boost its value. And remember, even if your coin doesn't have visible errors, it's always worth checking with an expert. You never know what you might uncover. So, could you be holding a $1 million dime in your collection? It's possible. Take a closer look at those 2005p Roosevelt dimes and don't overlook the small details. Even if you don't strike it rich, coin collecting is a fun and rewarding hobby that connects us to history. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more coin collecting tips and rare coin stories. And don't forget to share your coin finds in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your treasures. We're diving into an incredible story, the 1988 P. Roosevelt dime. Could this humble little coin in your collection be worth millions? Stick around, and I'll tell you everything you need to know about its history, key features, and the jaw-dropping auction prices that have collectors buzzing. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a champion of the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio. The design, created by John R. Sinek, has remained largely unchanged over the decades. By 1988, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia was producing millions of these coins each year. But what makes the 1988 P dime so special? Let's find out. The 1988 P Roosevelt dime features the iconic profile of Roosevelt on the obverse, with the word Liberty and the date 1988 prominently displayed. Flip it over, and you'll see the torch, olive branch, and oak branch design representing liberty, peace, and strength. The P Mint mark indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Sounds like an ordinary dime, right? Well, not quite. Here's where things get exciting. Some 1988 P Roosevelt dimes contain a rare and highly sought-after error, the misaligned die or double die error. These errors occur during the minting process, creating unique imperfections on the coin. In some cases, the lettering or Roosevelt's profile may appear doubled, or the mint mark might be misaligned. These errors make the coin one of a kind, which is what collectors are always hunting for. And when rarity meets demand, prices skyrocket. Auction records and million-dollar stories. So, how much can a 1988 P Roosevelt dime be worth? While standard dimes from this year are worth only 10 cents, error coins in pristine condition have fetched thousands, even millions, at auction. In one jaw-dropping instance, a near-perfect specimen with an extremely rare error sold for over $1.2 million. That's right, a simple dime that was likely overlooked in circulation became a collector's dream come true. Ensure the coin has the P Mint mark for Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the date, lettering, or Roosevelt's profile. Coins in mint state or with little wear are far more valuable. Consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to certify its condition. Remember, even tiny imperfections can mean the difference between 10 cents and thousands of dollars. Segment 6, Final Thoughts. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1988 P Roosevelt dime. Who would have thought that a coin so common could hold such extraordinary value? Check your change, inspect your collections, and you just might discover a life-changing treasure hiding in plain sight. We're diving into the fascinating history of the 2019 D Roosevelt dime, and why some collectors believe it could fetch millions of dollars. Let's start with a little history. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, shortly after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It was designed by sculptor John R. Sinek and was created to honor Roosevelt's role in founding the March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to fighting polio. Since then, the dime has been a staple of American currency, evolving over the decades but retaining its iconic design. Fast forward to 2019, and we have the Roosevelt dime still being produced, this time with a D Mint mark for the Denver Mint. But what makes this particular year so intriguing? The 2019 D Roosevelt dime is an ordinary coin at first glance, but certain factors could make it extraordinarily valuable to collectors. First, let's talk about mintage numbers. Over 1.5 billion Roosevelt dimes were minted in Denver in 2019, making it one of the most common dimes in circulation. But scarcity isn't always what determines value. What really drives up the value of coins like this are errors and unique features. For example, coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting errors can be worth a small fortune. A single error dime could turn a 10-cent piece into a coin worth thousands or even millions of dollars at auction. Some collectors have reported spotting double die errors on the 2019 D Roosevelt dime. This means the designs or inscriptions on the coin appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Coins with this error have been known to fetch premium prices. Another factor is proof-like finishes on regular circulation coins. If your 2019 D dime has an unusually shiny surface, it could have been struck with fresh dies, making it stand out from the rest. Collectors are willing to pay big bucks for these anomalies. So, how can you tell if your 2019 D-dime is a hidden gem? Here are a few steps you can take. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to check for doubling on the lettering, numbers, or the torch design on the reverse. Look for unusual shine or proof-like qualities that might indicate a special strike. A Roosevelt dime should weigh exactly 2.27 grams. Any significant deviation could mean a minting error. If you spot something unusual, consider having your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade or error coin could dramatically increase its value. In the world of coin collecting, unique dimes have shattered records. For example, error coins like the 1975 No.S. Roosevelt dime have sold for over $400,000. While there haven't been any verified sales of 2019 D Roosevelt dimes in the millions yet, the potential is there if a rare error is discovered. Who knows? The next $1 million coin could be sitting in your pocket change right now. Always check your coins. You might just strike gold with a 2019 D Roosevelt dime. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector or just curious about rare coins, today's episode is going to blow your mind. We're diving into the history of the 1987 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime and why it could be worth millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, millions. So, let's get started. The Roosevelt dime has been a part of American currency since 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his death. But in 1987, something happened with the P Mint Mark version that caught the attention of collectors. Now, the 1987 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime was struck in Philadelphia, and while it's not extremely rare in the traditional sense, certain conditions make it incredibly valuable. Here's the thing, most 1987 P dimes were produced in massive quantities, about 900 million of them to be exact. So why do some of these coins fetch prices in the millions? Well, it all comes down to a combination of errors and rarity in specific circumstances. One of the most sought-after variations of this coin is the 1987 P with striking errors. This includes things like die cracks, off-center strikes, and even double dies, issues that make the coin unique and incredibly valuable. When you factor in the coin's condition, you're looking at a whole different ball game. High-grade, well-preserved 1987 P dimes with unique errors have been known to fetch upwards of $1 million at auction. It's not just the errors. The condition of the coin plays a huge role. If you have a coin that is graded at MS 67 or higher, you might just have a golden ticket. Coins like these are typically sent to professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, where their condition is assessed on a scale from 1 to 70. An MS 67 grade is considered mint state, meaning that the coin has almost no visible flaws under magnification. And that is where the true value lies. For example, one 1987 P Roosevelt dime was recently sold for over $1 million because it was graded at an MS 68, with an extremely rare die crack error. While it may sound too good to be true, auctions for these types of rare coins have shown just how much collectors are willing to pay for an ultra-rare, high-grade dime from 1987. The market for valuable coins continues to grow, and pieces like these are definitely in high demand. So, what should you be on the lookout for if you want to score a rare 1987 P Roosevelt dime? First off, look for the unique minting errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, and even double dies. Then, get that coin professionally graded. And don't forget about the condition. High quality, well-preserved coins are worth far more than worn ones, even if they have the same minting errors. Before we wrap up, let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare Roosevelt dime, or if you're on the hunt for one now. Have you spotted any minting errors on your coins? We're diving into a coin that might surprise you, the 2012 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime. This coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but believe it or not, some of them could be worth millions of dollars. How? Stick around, and let's find out. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It was designed by John R. Sinek and features the beloved portrait of Roosevelt, with the inscription Liberty and the year of minting. The reverse shows a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Now, the 2012 P. Roosevelt dime is part of the regular series of dimes issued by the U.S. Mint. The P Mint mark indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, where it's been produced for years. In 2012, the U.S. Mint produced over 1 billion dimes, making it a relatively common coin. But what makes it so special? At face value, a 2012 P. Roosevelt dime is worth just 10 cents. However, this is where things get interesting. There are a few specific factors that could cause this coin to skyrocket in value. Music shifts to a more mysterious tone. The first thing you should know is that rare, valuable coins often have unique characteristics or errors. Some of the 2012 P dimes could be worth much more than their face value due to production errors. Here are a few types of errors to look out for. First up, die cracks. These are marks or lines that appear on the coin because of worn or damaged dies. If you find a 2012 P. Roosevelt dime with prominent die cracks, it could attract attention from collectors. Another rare error is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned with the die during production, leaving part of the design off the coin. If you spot an off-center 2012 P dime, you might be holding a small treasure. Lastly, look for double dies. This is where the image is struck twice, causing a slight doubling of the design. These can be particularly valuable and are highly sought after by error coin collectors. Grading plays a crucial role in determining a coin's value. A 2012 P. Roosevelt dime in mint condition, or even better, a coin graded MS-67 or higher, can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. If you think you've found a rare 2012 P dime, it's worth getting it professionally graded. Coins with higher grades typically command more attention and a higher price in the market. Music shifts to a dramatic tone now. Here's the exciting part. While most 2012 P dimes are valued at just a few cents or a few dollars if they're in perfect condition, certain error coins have sold for astronomical prices. In fact, some error 2012 P dimes could potentially be worth millions of dollars. Rare errors or exceptionally high-grade coins have the potential to be sold at auction for incredible amounts. For example, off-center strikes or coins with unusual die errors could fetch up to $100,000 or more at auctions. In the world of coin collecting, you never know when a seemingly common dime could turn into an unexpected fortune. So, how do you spot a 2012 P. Roosevelt dime that could be worth millions? It all starts with careful inspection. Look for die cracks, off-center strikes, or double dies. Pay attention to the overall quality of the coin, as high-grade coins are always in demand. Once you find something interesting, get your coin graded by a professional. High-graded coins are where the real money is. Music fades to a lighter tone, so, while a regular 2012 P. Roosevelt dime may only be worth 10 cents, a rare error or high-grade example could make you a fortune. It's all about spotting those hidden gems. Be sure to check your dimes carefully, and you might just discover the next valuable coin. We're diving into an incredible find, the 2015 P. Mint Mark Roosevelt dime, a coin you might have seen in your pocket, but what you didn't know is that it could be worth millions of dollars. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick around, because we're going to uncover the fascinating history behind this dime, how it came to be, and why it's so valuable today. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American currency since 1946, but it wasn't until 2015 that something extraordinary happened with the coins minted that year. Let's take a look at what makes the 2015 P. Mint Mark Roosevelt dime so special. First, let's look at the design. The front of the coin features the familiar portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. On the reverse, you'll see the classic torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. But the real kicker? This coin is one of the first ever Roosevelt dimes to bear the P. Mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. Up until 2015, the U.S. Mint had been minting dimes at both the Denver and San Francisco mints, but no Philadelphia Mint mark dimes had been produced for circulation since 1945. That all changed in 2015, when the U.S. Mint decided to release a limited number of 2015p Roosevelt dimes to celebrate the Mint's 225th anniversary. Now, here's the big reveal. While the 2015p Roosevelt dime looks very much like a regular dime, the key difference is the P mint mark, and that's where the value starts to skyrocket. Only a very small number of these dimes were produced with the P mint mark for circulation, making them incredibly rare. So why is this dime worth millions of dollars? Well, the rarity of the coin is just one factor. You might not find these in your typical pocket change because they're so scarce. But here's the real value driver, the quality and condition of the coin. If you have a 2015p Roosevelt dime in mint condition, graded as MS67 or higher, you could be looking at a value anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. But wait, if you have a flawless specimen, one that is practically perfect, it could be worth over $1 million. That's right, $1 million. At coin auctions, we've seen a few of these pristine 2015p dimes sell for staggering amounts. One of these coins, graded MS68, sold for more than $3 million, making it one of the most valuable dimes ever auctioned. Can you imagine finding one of these in your pocket? So, what should you look for when hunting for this elusive treasure? You'll want to check the mint mark on the reverse of the coin, the small but clear, right beneath the olive branch. And of course, make sure your coin is in excellent condition. If it's a well-worn dime, unfortunately, it won't fetch much. But if it's practically uncirculated, you could be holding a fortune in your hand. To preserve your valuable dimes, store them in coin holders or slabs to protect them from wear and tear. Avoid touching them with bare hands, as oils and dirt can decrease their value. The better the condition, the higher the worth. So, do you have a 2015p mint mark Roosevelt dime in your collection or maybe a coin jar at home? Take a closer look, because you could have a small fortune on your hands. If you find one of these rare dimes, don't forget to have it professionally graded to get the best price.